So what's the plot of this movie, you might be asking? I'm going to do something embarrassing in public and get it on video. The goal is that whatever this thing is, it has to end up in a cringe compilation. Now I recognize that the cringe compilation part is a little bit flawed, because yeah, it's not going to end up in a cringe compilation until weeks or months after the fact. If my goal is to post this movie at the end of the month, I'm not able to know whether or not what I do is going to have any success or not. But yeah, I think that's what the end goal is going to be. It's going to be to embarrass myself in public in some way. So everybody who's watching right now, who's gotten invested, you already know something bad is going to happen. I'm going to go in front of a crowd of people and I'm going to do something wild. I've already got a good idea of locations I want to film, things that I want to say, and I'll still continue to ramble about things that are completely unrelated to the cringe thing that I'm going to do. And before anybody gets worried, I'm not planning anything violent or dangerous. I'm just planning a big, cringy event. Think about it like I'm going to go in front of a crowd of people and say subscribe to Keemstar or something like that. I've thought about it a bit, and already I've got some ideas. Going in public and saying something like comes to mind, but like saying it in the most annoying way possible. Saying that over and over again in a or something like that, posting it to TikTok. I don't know if I can include the thing that I just said, because that might be the thing that I do. And I don't want it to be spoiled for you. I want people watching to slowly be brought to a point where they find out what I'm gonna do. It needs to be some climactic end that makes people shit their pants. I'm gonna look at everything that's going on right now in the world that's currently controversial, and a lot of people are talking about it. Nobody really agrees. And I'm gonna get in the middle of that discourse by saying something that just kind of pisses everybody off and looks cringy. And I'm gonna do it in a public place. I can't say what I'm gonna do. But the big question is, what am I gonna call this movie? Should I call it, I got it, we should call it My Suicide. Originally, the idea for this video series was I wanted to look sane and level-headed, not acting crazy, not licking the bowl. But fuck it. I know what I'm good at. I'm a provocateur, and I don't even want to be a provocateur. It's just that the things that I want to say that are not provocative, they don't get as much of a reaction. Nobody really cares unless you take the status quo and you rape it a little bit. And so I guess that's what I gotta do. I mean, sure, I guess I don't have to do that. Maybe I could just make a wholesome, down-to-earth movie where I'm just talking about things that I care about. And that's not too bad of an idea either, but by doing it this way, I sort of create like this setup where already people who are watching this far are thinking, oh boy, what's this gonna transform into? The pacing is gonna be slow, because most of it is just gonna be me talking, but I hope that the ending brings together, oh fuck, holy shit, he did that. Whoa, look at this social reaction sort of situation. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. But of course, I can't just do anything simple, right? I can't just rant in my own home about alcoholism for 20 minutes before I turn it into some weird, crazy spectacle. But you know what? It looks like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to think about the specifics a little bit more, but until then, I'm just gonna talk about unrelated stuff that interests me. Let's go back to what started this whole thing, because I don't want you to feel alienated. You came here for videos, not some spastic monologue. You want to be able to skip around, so feel free. I'm going to open that back up, but I will, of course, have the interwoven narrative here and there. All right, let's get this in the bag.